Today we are going to solve some problems related to the load factors and also loss factor. Okay, in the previous class we derived the relationship between the load factor and also the loss factor. Okay, in British countries or the American countries we derive some formula that will be related to the load factors and the loss factors. Okay, in the previous class we are solving some of the problems that will be related to the how to draw the load curve, load duration curve, and maximum demands, and also energy consumptions per day, that all will be calculated. Okay, now in the present class we are solve some problems that will be related to the load factors and the load factor and the loss factor. Okay, in that first problem, assume assume that the annual peak input to a primary feeder is the 2000 kilowatts. Okay, the annual peak input to a primary feeder is 2000 kilowatts. Okay, peak input also is equal to the maximum demand. The peak input is also equal to the maximum demand of a station. Okay, that is 2000 kilowatts. Okay, a computer program which calculates voltage drops and I square losses shown that the total copper losses at the time of the peak loads. Okay, shown that the total copper losses at the time of the peak loads is sigma I square R. Sigma I square R is equal to 100 kilowatts. Okay, therefore the total annual energy supplied to the sending end of the feeder is the energy. Total energy is the 5.61 into 10 power 6 kilowatt hours. Okay, by using this we determine the annual loss factor. Okay, first we find out the annual loss factor and also calculate the total annual copper losses energy, and its value is the 2 per kilowatt hour. 2 per kilowatt hours. Okay, first of all we will find out the annual loss factor. Okay, what is the formula for that annual loss factor? Therefore the loss factor FLS. Okay, therefore the loss factor FLS is equal to the 3 into the loss factor FLS is the 3 into FLD plus 0.7 FLD square. 0.7 FLD square. Okay, this is the loss factor formula for the relationship between the load factor and the loss factor. Okay, in the previous class we derived the relationship between the load factor and the loss factor. Okay, therefore that formula is the FLS. FLS is equal to the 0.3 FLD, 0.3 FLD plus 0.7 FLD square. Okay, first of all, what is meant by the FLD? FLD is the load factor. Okay, it is the relationship between the loss factor and the load factor. Okay, this formula gives the relationship between the loss factor and the load factor. Okay, in the previous class we already derived the relationship between the loss factor and the load factor. Okay, that is FLS is equal to 0.3 FLD plus 0.7 FLD square. Okay, 0.7 FLD square. Okay, this is the square, FLD square. Okay, in that FLD is the load factor. Okay, FLD is the load factor. Next, FLS is the loss factor. FLS is the loss factor. Okay, first we determine the annual loss factor. Okay, first bit is we determine the annual loss factor, that is FLS. Therefore, FLS is equal to 0.3 FLD plus 0.7 FLD square. Okay, 0.7 FLD square. Okay, before solving this equation, first we find out the load factor. First we determine the load factor. Okay, first of all, we determine the load factor. Okay, what is the formula for that load factor? Average load by maximum demand. Okay, the load factor is equal to the, this is the FLD is the load factor. Okay, what is the formula for that load factor? Load factor is equal to, load factor is equal to the average load by maximum demand. Okay, the formula for that load factor is the average load by maximum demand. Okay, what is that average load? Okay, in that question, average load are the total energy consumption in a day. Okay, average load by maximum demand. Okay, this is the formula for that load factor. Okay, what is that average load? Average load is equal to the total energy consumptions or energy consumed in a particular year or the day. Okay, therefore the total annual energy supplied to the sending end of the feeder. Okay, this is the total average load. Okay, this is the total average load. What is that? That is 5.61 into 10 power 6 is the average load. Okay, by maximum demand. What is that maximum demand? In that question we are having the peak input to the primary feeder. Okay, the peak input to the primary. Peak means the highest demand or the highest load. Okay, what is the highest demand? That is 2000 kilowatts. Okay, into hours. Okay, into hours. Okay, this will be calculated for annually. Okay, that's why for per year we are having the 8760 hours. Okay, per year we are having the 8760 hours. Okay, therefore the load factor is equal to the average load by maximum demand. Okay, therefore the load factor is equal to the average load by maximum demand. Okay, therefore the average load is equal to the 5.61 into 10 power 6 kilowatt hour by maximum demand. Okay, what is that maximum demand? That is peak load. Maximum demand is the peak load, that is 2000 kilowatts into hours. How many hours are there? 8760 hours in a year. Okay, this is the load factor. Okay, this is the load factor. Then that value is the 0.32. The value for that load factor is equal to the 0.32. Okay, next substitute this load factor in this equation. Okay, in the above equation, that is FLS. Therefore, FLS is equal to 0.3 into FLD. What is that value? 0.32. Okay, therefore, FLS is equal to the, FLS means the loss factor. Okay, loss factor is equal to 0.3 into 0.32. Okay, 0.32 is the FLD value. That means the load factor plus 0.7 into load factor square, 0.32 square. Okay, load factor square, 0.32 square. Okay, then this value is the 0.167. Okay, then this value is the 0.167. Okay, this is the total loss factor, and this is the first bit. Annual loss factor is equal to 0.167. Okay, next calculate the total annual copper losses energy. Okay, total annual copper losses energy. Okay, next. Next, total annual copper losses is equal to total annual copper losses into how much value is there? That is 2 per kilowatt hour. The total copper loss energy and its value is the 2 into um, total copper losses. 2 into total copper losses. Okay, how we will calculate the total copper losses? That will be calculated by using the FLS. Okay, by using the FLS. What is meant by FLS? That is the loss factor. Okay, FLS is the loss factor. What is that formula? Average power losses by power losses at peak load. Okay, we already calculate the FLS value. Already calculate the loss factor value, that is 0.167. Okay, this is the loss factor. FLS is equal to 0.167. Okay, then that loss factor is equal to the 0.167 into power loss at peak load, into power loss at peak load. Okay, what is that formula? That is loss factor. Okay, FLS is the loss factor. Okay, therefore loss factor is equal to average power losses by power losses at a annual. Okay, therefore average power losses is equal to the, this is FLS, loss factor. FLS is the loss factor. Okay, that will be derived in the previous slide. That is 0.1667 into power losses. Okay, that will be 100 kilowatts. Okay, that will be given in that question. Okay, 100 kilowatts, that will be given in the question. Next, we calculate the total annual copper losses. Okay, next we calculate the total annual copper losses. Okay, what is that formula? Annual copper losses is equal to average power losses into hours. Okay, average power losses into hours. Annual copper losses is equal to the average power losses into hours. Okay, how many hours are there in a year? 8760. Okay, the total hours in a year is the 8760. Okay, therefore total annual copper losses is equal to average power losses into hours in a year, that is 8760. Okay, 16.77 into 8760. Okay, therefore the total annual copper losses is 1,46,905 kilowatt hours. Okay, this is the total annual copper losses. Okay, in that question we are having the copper losses at a rate of 2 kilowatt hours, rupees 2. Okay, this is the total copper losses in kilowatt hours. Then how much amount of cost will be obtained for this annual copper losses is per kilowatt hour. 1 kilowatt hour, the rupees is the 2. Okay, therefore we are obtaining the how many kilowatts? 1,46,905 kilowatts. Okay, therefore we multiply 1,46,905 into rupees is 2 rupees per kilowatt hour. Okay, in that question, in the given data, we are mentioning the cost for annual copper losses is 2 rupees per kilowatt hour. Okay, therefore 1,46,905 kilowatt hours into rupees 2. Okay, then we are obtaining in terms of rupees. Okay, therefore we are obtaining the copper losses in terms in rupees. Okay, therefore the copper losses will be obtained in rupees. That is 2,93,800 rupees. We will pay the total copper losses cost. Okay, this is the formulas, various formulas for deriving the loss factor and the load factors. Okay, first of all, we remember these formulas. That is the FLS. FLS is the loss factor. FLS is equal to 0.3 FLD plus 0.7 FLD square. Okay, where FLD is the load factor. Okay, what is that formula? Load factor is equal to what is that formula? Average load by maximum demand. Okay, therefore the load factor is equal to the average load by maximum demand. What is that average load? That will be given the energy's consumption or the total annual energy supplied is the average load by maximum demand is the highest peak. This is the load factor formula. This is the load factor formula and this is the loss factor formula. Okay, remember these two formulas. This is very important formulas for calculation of load curves, load duration curves and also the loss factors. Okay, this is the first problem. Next, coming to the second problem, assuming that one of the station receives the substation supplies the 3 primary feeders. Okay, the 30 minimum annual maximum demands for the feeders are listed as follows together with the power factor at the time of the annual peak loads. Okay, this is the kilowatts and this is the power factor. Okay, assuming the diversity factor is 1.15 among the 3 feeders for both the real power and the reactive powers. Okay, calculate the 30 minutes and annual maximum demand on the substation. Transfer in the kilowatts and the kilovolts. Okay, first of all, we calculate the annual maximum demand. Next, we calculate the load demand in kilowatts. Okay, next we calculate the load demand in the kilowatts. Okay, first we calculate the FD, that is the demand. FD, that is the demand. Okay, how much kilowatts are there? That is 3 kilowatts are uptime for determining the FD value. Okay, for determining the FD value. Okay, that is 1800, 2000, 2200. Okay, 1800 plus 2000 plus 2200 by DZ. What is that value? Diversity factor. FD means the diversity factor, that is 1.15. Okay, the diversity factor is FD is equal to 1800 plus 2000 plus 2200 by DC. That is equal to 1.15. Okay, then we calculate the DC value. Okay, after that we calculate the DC value. Okay, therefore DG means the generating demand. Okay, DG is equal to, okay, 1800 plus 2000 plus 2200 is 6000 kilowatts. Okay, is 6000 kilowatts. Okay, it will be given in kilowatts. By diversity factor. What is that diversity factor? That is 1.105. Okay, the diversity factor is 1.105. Okay, this is the diversity factor and this is in kilowatts. Okay, then we obtain in kilowatts, that is 5217 kilowatts. This is the total power. Okay, to find the power in kilovolts, this is in kilowatts. Okay, then we find the power in kilovolts, the power factor angle to be determined. Okay, then we find the power in kilovolts, not in kilowatts. Okay, for finding that power in kilovolts, the power factor angle can be determined. Okay, the power factor angle can be determined. Okay, how much power factor is there? This is our power factors for the demand. 18,000 demand is, we are having that 0.95 power factors. 2,000 is 0.85. 2,200 is 0.90. Okay, then power factor 1, PF1 is equal to cos phi 1 is equal to 0.95. Okay, this is the cos phi value. Then we determine the phi 1 value. Okay, next PF2 is the cos phi 2. Okay, that is 0.85. Next we find out the phi 2 value. Phi 2 is equal to the phi 2 is equal to the phi 2 is equal to the cos inverse of 0.95. Okay, phi 2 is equal to cos inverse of 0.95. Okay, this is the phi 1 is equal to cos inverse of 0.95. Okay, this is the phi 1 value. Next, phi 2 is equal to cos inverse of 0.85. Okay, phi 2 is equal to cos inverse of 0.85. Next, phi 3. Phi 3 is equal to the cos inverse of 0.90. Okay, cos inverse of 0.90. Okay, this is the values for that phi 1, phi 2, phi 3. Okay, next Q is the apparent power, that is sigma I equal to 1 to 3. Okay, how many demands are there? Kilowatts are there? 3. Okay, that's why we are mentioning 3. 3 Pi into tan phi by Fd. Tan phi by Fd. What is that phi value? Phi is equal to the 18.2. 18.2. Okay, therefore P. What is that P? In first one, 1800 into tan 18.2 plus 2000 into 2000. Second demand is the 2000 into tan 31.79 plus 2200 into tan 25.84 by FD. FD means the diversity factor. What is meant by FD? FD is the diversity factor. Okay, this is the apparent power Q. Q is equal to the sigma I equal to 1 to 3. Okay, how many demands are there? How many kilowatts are there? That is 3. 1, 2, 3. 1800 into tan of phi 1 value plus 2000 into tan of phi 2 value plus 2200 into tan of phi 3 value by diversity factor. Diversity factor is the 1.15. 1.15. Diversity factor is the 1.15. Okay, the apparent power will be in the 2518.8 kVAR. kVAR. Okay, this is the formula for finding the Q value. Next, DG. What is that formula? DG is equal to the P square plus Q square. P square plus Q square whole power 1 by 2 or square root of P square plus Q square. That is equal to the S or the power. Okay, therefore P is the 5000. P is the 5270. P is equal to 5270 and Q is the 2518.8. Okay. P square 5217 square plus 2518.8 square whole power 1 by 2 is equal to the S. Is equal to the S. Okay, next the load factor is equal to sigma I equal to 1 to 3 di minus dg. Okay, I equal to 1 to 3 di minus dg. What is meant by the di? Di is the 1800 plus 2000 plus 2200. Okay, that is equal to the 6000. 1800 plus 2000 plus 2200. Okay, that is equal to the 6000. Okay, that is equal to the 6000. Therefore, di is equal to the 6000 minus 5270. 5270. 5270 is the DG value. DG value. Okay, this is the load factor. Okay, first of all, what we will find out? FD value. FD is equal to kilowatts, 8000, 1800 plus 2000 plus 2200 by DZ. That is the load factor, diversity factor. 1.15 is the diversity factor. Okay, next we calculate the DG or the power. DG or the generated power. Okay, that is P. P is equal to the 1800 plus 2000 plus 2200 is the 6000. 6000 by diversity factor. Diversity factor is the 1.15. Okay, that is equal to the 5217 power. Next we calculate the PF1, PF2, PF3. PF1 is the power factor. Okay, that will be mentioned in that given table. This is the power factor 0.95, 0.85, 0.90. Next we find out the phi1, phi2, phi3. Okay, phi1 is equal to cos inverse of this value. Phi2 is equal to cos inverse of this value. Phi3 is equal to cos inverse of this value. Okay, next we determine the Q. Reactive power. Okay, reactive power Q is equal to the sigma I equal to 1 to 3. Okay, we are having the three demands are there. That's why we are taking this tan phi. 3pi into tan phi by FD. Okay, therefore 1800 into tan of phi 1, that is 18.2 degrees plus 2000 into tan of phi 2, that is 31.79 degrees plus 2200 into tan of phi 3, that is 25.84 degrees by diversity factor. Okay, what is that value? The diversity factor is the 1.15. Okay, therefore the diversity factor is the 1.15. Okay, this is the reactive power. Okay, this is the reactive power. Okay, next we calculate the DG is equal to square root of P square plus Q square. That is equal to the real power, that is the S. Okay, that is equal to the real power that is S. Okay, therefore S is equal to the P. Okay, what is that P value? That is P is equal to DG value. That is DG is equal to total kilowatts by diversity factor. Okay, total kilowatts by diversity factor. Okay, what is the total kilowatts? That is 1800 plus 2000 plus 2200 by diversity factor. That is the power P, active power of P value, that is 5217 kilowatts. Okay, therefore the active power P is equal to the 5217 kilowatts. watts. Okay, then substitute that P value and then Q. Q is the reactive power. Okay, what is that formula? Sigma I equal to 1 to 3 Pi into tan phi by Fd. Fd is the diversity factor. Okay, Fd is the diversity factor. We substitute that Q value in this formula, that is square root of P square plus Q square. P value is the 5217 square plus 2518.8 square whole into 1 by 2. Power whole power of 1 by 2. Whole power of 1 by 2 are the root. Okay, then it is equal to the real power S. Then it is equal to the real power S. Okay, next we calculate the load factor. Okay, next we calculate the load factor. Okay, what is that load factor? That is sigma I equal to 1 to 3 di minus dj. Sigma I equal to 1 to 3 di minus dj. Di, what is that di? Di is equal to the demand. Okay, how much demand is there? That is 1800 plus 2000 plus 2200. Okay, 18,000 plus 2000 and 2200. Okay, how much is there? That is 6,000. The demand is the 6,000. Okay, therefore di is equal to the 6,000 minus dg value. Okay, what is that dg value? This is dg or the real power. Okay, di is the 6,000, that is 1800 plus 2000 plus 2200 is the di value. Next dg is the real power. The real power, that is P. dg is the real power, that is 5217. Okay, that is 5217. Okay, therefore 6,000 minus 5217 is equal to 783 kilowatts. 783 kilowatts. Okay, this is the load factor. Okay, this is the load factor. Okay, this is the given problem for finding out that load factors and also the maximum demands Okay, these are the some of the problems that will be related to the loss factor and also the load factor, and then we find out the maximum demands and also the load factors. Okay, before solving the problems, first of all we remembering the some of the formulas that will be related to the maximum demand. Okay, what is the formula for that maximum demand? What is meant by the diversity factor, and what is meant by the demand factor, what is meant by the load factor, and what is meant by the load curve, and what is the load duration curve, and what is the relationship between the loss factor and the load factors. Okay, first we noted that formulas, then we solve the various problems that will be related to the load factors, loss factors, maximum demands, and etc. Okay, we remember those formulas. Okay, this is the British American standards formula for the relationship between the load factors and the loss factor. Okay, this is the British American standard formula for the relationship between the loss factor and the load factors. In some countries derive the relationship between the load factor and the loss factor. Britishers and Australia's Indians derive the different formulas for the relationship between the load factor and the load factors. Okay, normally we are using the American standard formula, that is the loss factor formula, that is equal to the 0.3 FLD plus 0.7 FLD square. Okay, in the Australian country, it will be 0.4 FLD plus 0.7 FLD square. Okay, some countries derive the some formulas that will be related to the load factor and the loss factors, but only we will follow the one standard formula, that is load factor and the loss factor is the loss factor is equal to 0.3 FLD plus 0.7 FLD square. Okay, that's why we are remembering these formulas that will be related to the load factors and the loss factors. Okay, this all the formulas will be studied in the power system 1 subject also. Okay, just we remember those formulas for the solving of the load factors, load duration curves, and also we can plot the load curve and also load duration curves, and also we determine the maximum demands, and also we determine the energy consumption per hour and energy consumption per day. Okay, we are having the very less topics are there in the first unit. Okay, that is the general concepts. Okay, in that first unit we will study about the, first of all, what is meant by the distribution systems and what is the introduction about the distribution systems and how the load will be growth and what is the relationship for the forecasting of that load, and we will determine the relationship between the loss factor and also the load factors, and also we will study about the classifications of the loads. Okay, how many types of loads are there. Okay, next coming to the problems. Okay, in coming to the problems, we are having the number of formulas are there for finding that or solving that problems, that is load factors, loss factors, average load, maximum demands. Okay, that are the various formulas that will be studied in this problem, and also the some related definitions that will be deriving from that factors. Okay. Okay, thank you. In the next class, we are solving the sum of the problems that will be related to the load factors, average loads, and maximum demands. Okay, thank you.